Welcome back to Nigeria 2015. Now we're talking about the preparations for the elections and how INEC has fared, having listened to that report, which also focused on what the chairman of the commission says. We'll take it from there. We're joined now by Juliet Benitie, who is a social reformer. She's of the Institute of National Transformation as well. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you very much.
And then on our far left, we also have Mr. Chima Naji, who is a legal practitioner and a professional in politics. Thank you for coming on this morning as well.
Thank you very much.
This evening, I should say. Well, let's look at preparations now. It's the eve of the election, so all of those attention, all of those preparations, the hype, the passion that everyone has been talking about, even the collection of the permanent voter cards, tomorrow is that big day. How do you feel now? Because, I mean, it's different from when you were contesting. Perhaps you would have felt, I hope I win. But now you're on the sidelines, just
from
watching.
the sideline, yeah.
What do you see?
Well, you see, this particular election is perhaps very different from the previous ones we have had because of the level of agitation, the level of, if you like, mudslinging. A lot of things have happened, and a lot of people who were perhaps lethargic seem to have been willy-nilly brought on board that they must vote. The way they vote is a different issue, but they believe they want to be part and parcel of this election. Beyond all the equivocations, prevarications of INEC on whether it was ready or not ready, there seemed to have been some substantial progress. Substantial in the sense that as we still speak, I believe even in Ogun State, they said that it was today that they declared public holiday for their cards that arrived from Abuja yesterday, late in the night or whatever, will be distributed today. And you know, it is not going to be logistically easy. I just hope that INEC will find a way to accommodate people at the polling stations to collect their PVCs. Having said that, it still underscores the fact that we were not truly 100% or at least 90% ready, in spite of the statistics that have been reeled out. Because one person alone, if you say that out of 1 million people, one person died, that statistic has no meaning to the person whose father or mother or relation died, because 1 million people died. So the issue is that nobody in this country, a citizen of this country who is entitled by law and who is not disenfranchised by virtue of certain provisions of the law should be disenfranchised because of one logistic reason or the other. So to the extent that we have come this far and that the masquerade ones have been prepared and come to the village square, he must dance. So we expect that INEC will dance well tomorrow, and Nigerians should help to support the masquerade in the arena so that it will perform superlatively, at least within the limit of the preparations that have been made. Because a winner must emerge tomorrow, willy-nilly. And what we are saying, everybody have been preaching peace and all that, we should go beyond preachment and act peace, because it is in our overall interest. Nigeria is greater than any single person. And I can tell you, these gladiators, when we were contesting, after talking, we have dinner together with some other candidates in the night.
Them, but
so why should you go and die for anybody?
There you go.
So please, let us have a peaceful atmosphere. And when you finish voting, I don't think there's need to hang around, because when you hang around, that increases the prospect of violence. Because when somebody sees that the other party he believes in is not doing well, they begin to foment trouble.
But you know, there's this lesser or what words put out there to the electorate to hang around and protect your vote. That's the mantra that's being.
There's nothing. You have nothing there to protect your vote. Every party has an agent. Every single party that is participating in an election has an agent, and you cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. You, as the voter, cannot do better than the agent who has been paid by the man who is in, or the party that is involved in the election to protect its interest inside that place. What are you going to see from a distance of how many meters? You cannot see anything other than speculation and gossip.
But in some cases, they count it outside, where people are waiting. They just suck the entire...
This thing is not an option A for arrangement. with the card reader, it is expected that the voting and everything should be, captured somehow, which is why they were saying that they would transmit it, whether it has a SIM card or whether it's on the internet, and the guy said it is on SIM card. So the virus and hackers will not hack into the system. But the fact is that there is a figure that is expected to be text or sent by whatever data manner, you understand, by that card reader. So standing there will make no difference.
But that part, I think it's supposed to be done, it could be done later if it's not done immediately. But the Electoral Act also stipulates that, yes, the polling officer, the presiding officer, can announce results.
No, there's no, it has to come from the right mouth. Yeah. You understand what I mean? So if you are standing there and the right mouth has not said it, does it make any difference? Even if you knew that your party was said to have scored 31 over 23, scored by the other party, if you say it in social media, it will make no difference. It can only overheat the polity. Because at the end of the day, it might turn out that there are some votes that were not valid. Okay. You understand? That will be discarded.
Chief Naj, let's bring in Mrs. Benita here. INEC is prepared, or they say they are very ready. I mean, Professor Jega, even before the postponement, consistently said, we are ready for the elections. Now, it's a few hours to the elections day. What about the electorate? I mean, preparations on the part of the electorate.
I mean, she said she was going to go with her jeans.
Exactly.
No,
okay.
I'm ready. I'm jeans ready. Well, I mean, we should actually, like I've always said, concerning this election, is a peculiar one. INEC is sufficiently ready. Let's give them that in brackets. INEC cannot totally say they're 100% ready for this election. We know they are not. Because I still had friends yesterday calling me they hadn't gotten their PVCs in Lagos. And so, like he said, we have come this far. The elections will hold. But the electorates need to understand that this is our country. We are not voting foreigners, we are voting Nigerians. And whatever we are doing in the ambience of this election through this period, we should be conscious that a nation in war will never prosper. So whoever wins, we should be ready to accept those votes. But I think I've told friends of mine, some people have said, no, I'm not even interested, I'm not voting anymore. I don't care who wins. You better care who wins, because this is your country. And for me, INEC's preparation, to the degree that Jega has said, we want to trust that whatever he's saying, history will indict him, history will celebrate him. It's up to him. It's up to him, his generation, that at this sensitive period of Nigeria, because every indicator was saying that Jega will be removed, but Jega has stayed. Jega is around tomorrow morning as the INEC chairperson, regulating this whole election in the four walls of Nigeria. And I pray that he does well. Okay,
Jega is around. That issue of the electorate and their preparations, understanding that we're voting Nigerians into power. Peace accords have been signed. There have been skirmishes after the peace accord. Even the latest one, 24 hours ago, there have been skirmishes after that. Is it that the electorate is still not understanding that it's about the nation? I mean, there's so much passion that's been built up amongst the voters who are going out there to vote. A lot of passion. You see some of them
arguing. I'm very passionate about this whole election, but the reality is the value system of our people. Up till now, there are issues with our value system as a people. As a people, we haven't understood that the system of a nation is not built on the foundation of only the politicians. It's built on everyone's foundation. Everybody is a party to the success of this election. And therefore, an electorate who think is so passionate more than the one who is winning the election. I mean, I don't know how much they've been paid. A young girl was saying today that, maybe if they give me 1,000 naira, I will say my PVC. I looked at her and said, you're crazy, girl. Do you know how much 1,000, the value of 1,000 is? It's nothing. But you see, the sense of immorality, the sense of the valuation of our humanity as a people is what is playing out. But I believe the security force also is ready. I believe that moms and dads, pastors, imams should start telling the people, this election, no one should go out there and disgrace themselves. Because you die for nothing. What are you fighting for? For a man who has made his billion, or a man who has his money, or his kids are abroad? It's not worth it. So I believe that channels and a lot of media houses have been speaking. INEC has talked. Everybody has spoken. The rest is God. There's a God factor in tomorrow's election. And I believe that as an electorate, you should prepare yourself well. Take enough water. Don't go there begging and trying to look stupid on the line that you're about to vote and you're going to faint. So I feel that we are sufficiently ready, but we're not there, but we have to manage this process. It is something that must happen for the progress of Nigeria.